Hello, thank you for joining us. I'm Wade Millman.
And I'm Camelia Stoyanova, and this is Mountain Made.
Today, we'll be exploring the people behind the crafts of northern Arizona.
These artisans will share their unique stories and show us their skills: guitar making, pottery, and leatherworking.
So without further ado, let's dive into the process of becoming a luthier. But first, what is a luthier? Can you explain, Cami?
To put it simply, a luthier is a guitar maker. Our reporter Bjorn will tell us more as he gets a taste of what it's like to follow their steps.
Stay tuned.
Listen to that rich tone. This is the first chord I've ever learned. This guitar was fixed by Ryan Elawad, the owner of Solstice Guitars in Flagstaff, Arizona.
When he was 15 years old, Ryan received a book from a family friend called Guitar Making Tradition. It was a book he could not put down.
I found some woodworking tools in my dad's garage, and I just went for it. I started building a guitar. Ever since then, I was just obsessed with guitars. The story behind the name of the brand, Solstice, has to do with the biannual solstice, and to me it sets the rhythm of our life. And because music is a function of time, I think it relates very well.
Solstice, located just off Route 66, is where the whole process comes together. Ryan cuts out the shape with a CNC machine, lacquering the wood, and finally assembling the parts.
It's like stained like ebony, but I think it's rosewood. But once you oil it, you can just see how much the wood appreciates it. The wood appreciates oil and not being dry. Doesn't that fingerboard look a lot happier now? I think so. The most difficult and tedious part to building a guitar is probably doing the fretting, putting the frets in, getting the guitar prepped for setup, and also sanding. There's a lot of sanding involved to get it ready to go to finish.
The process of making guitars serves as an instant gratification for Ryan.
I think the coolest thing about making a guitar is putting it in somebody's hands when it's done and watching them play it.
For me, Ryan is, he's like a stickler for detail. And so, when he's working on my guitars, and he's worked on every guitar that I've owned, I think, in the last 10 years, he just goes above board to get everything perfect. There's a classic guitar, a Gibson ES335, it's called. It's just a brilliant guitar, and this one's got the best tone. But it tipped over and just broke the headstock off of my favorite old classic guitar. And he just laughed. He goes, "It'll be better than new, trust me," and I couldn't even believe that would be true.
Through dedication to his craft, Ryan makes guitars that not only satisfy his customers, but also himself.
My ultimate goal is just to make as many guitars as possible and get them in the hands of as many musicians as I possibly can. The best advice I could give to an aspiring guitar builder would be to go to a guitar building school. And that's a good step to learn how to not screw things up.
And now that I got to know more about Ryan and Solstice Guitars, I'm ready to be a guitar maker.
It's not that easy, dude. Should we try that again?
Yes, Bjorn, I think you need a little more training before you can become a true luthier.
Actually, I was there, and I saw it firsthand. It definitely is not an easy craft.
Let's hope our next craft is something we can pick up a little easier.
If you don't mind getting your hands dirty, our next artisan is not only an alumna of Northern Arizona University, but also an expert in pottery making, Robin Cadigan.
And we will also be sharing a heartwarming experience as Robin is reunited with her college friend after 10 years. We were there to catch the moment and found out more about her art.
Let's hear her story.
Simple. Plates, bowls, mugs on a shelf. But they are more than form and function. They evoke emotions and create bonds between those who use them. But it takes a talented potter like Robin Cadigan who sees so much more behind the craft.
Me making a pot or drinking tea from a cup of a great friend brings little bits of joy. Even when I've never met them, I feel connected to them in a certain way.
When Robin was younger, her mother got her into clay camp. And many years later, at NAU, she found herself more and more in a ceramic studio. There, she met a great group of women.
Finding or connecting with the women who were studying there, it's just like, I don't know, I felt like I found my tribe.
One of these women is Alex Kraft. She and Robin have been friends for over 25 years.
We really empowered one another in our art making and in our growing as individuals. And I think especially because there were plenty of boys, we just gravitated towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
When Robin and Alex were at NAU, one of their professors was Paula Rice. She made a big impact on them. Paula was, and remains to be, a strong female role model.
Art is not an easy thing. It's not supposed to be easy. It's got depth. And when you have students like Robin who have depth, you know that they're going to go someplace.
Paula Rice was such a contrast. Her stories are so captivating and inspiring and goosebump inducing. And it was so exciting because when we went to her class, we were like, what's she going to tell us today? And what story are we going to hear today?
Nowadays, Robin finds joy in sharing her passion with her son and spending creative time together. After a long day, they will come to her studio and have some quiet processing time.
He's been in the studio with me since he was in here. And then as he grew, we had a pack and play in the studio, and he would hang out in the pack and play while I made pots.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I was like right in there.
Now Robin's son is older, they spend a lot of time making pottery in the studio together. Because firing the pottery can fail sometimes, Hadley helps out his mom by creating kiln gods.
It's like a small sculpture that you set right about at the vents of a kiln. Then when you turn on the kiln, it watches the kiln for you.
We use tableware every day, but most people don't think about the connection and sense of community that goes behind this craft. So next time you look at your plate, think about people like Robin.
Aren't their stories just inspiring? I have always wanted to learn how to work with clay.
Well, then today's your lucky day. I have a surprise for you. What if I told you that Robin is in the other room? And you'll now get the chance to try out pottery making for yourself.
But you mean right now?
Right now. I even got your apron for you. You just go to the next room and she'll be waiting for you. What Cami doesn't know is that she'll be going up against our crew member David, and they'll have a race to make the best vase. With that said, let the vase race begin.
Hi everyone, I'm David. We're in the studio and I'm sitting right beside Robin. For the first thing that I want to say is that so much thank you for actually coming here and helping us out with this, and that it was an amazing experience to be at your shoot and listen to your extremely emotional story. It was one of the best experiences of my life, for sure. And yeah, again, just really much thank you that you're bringing all of your things. This is all Robin's equipment, and we can actually use it here, and she let us do that. Oh wait, hi Cami.
Hi Robin.
Hi.
David, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm about to challenge you for a 90-second race to whom will make the tallest vase. It kind of rhymed too.
Okay, that sounds interesting, but I have any experience with that. So maybe Robin, can you give us some tips and...
Yeah, so let's get our hands wet.
All right.
Okay.
And
It's all
then
good.
you're gonna put your foot on the pedal to spin the wheel, kind of a medium speed.
Medium speed.
And you're gonna put your hands, your left hand on the left side, and then your, we're gonna spin yours a little bit.
Okay.
And then you're gonna make a hole in the top of the ball of clay.
Do I just like push it down in?
Yeah, so you can use a couple of fingers and just make a hole right in the top.
Like this.
Okay, like this.
Yep,
okay.
and you can brace your
I'm gonna try
elbows right in your legs, like this, so you make a strong form.
It needs way more power than I thought it would.
Yeah, just like that, and then push down.
I'm so amazed how you can do
Okay.
this in one motion.
It's a lot of hand strength.
Yeah, I thought it's easier. But
And
it's not
then
that
keep
easy.
your hands wet. Looking good.
All right, it
nice.
has a pretty decent hole in the middle.
And then keep pushing.
Okay, I feel like
Just
I'm on
go
the bottom.
straight down, yeah. And maybe use a couple, just two.
Two.
Yep,
Okay.
and then you're gonna open it.
All right, and we're gonna pull it up, right?
Yep.
Are we
So can you pull it towards you a little bit?
Yep.
All right.
And we're gonna start the contest. See how tall we can get. So your hands are gonna be on the right-hand side, your right hand, and then your left hand on the inside, and you're gonna pull up the wall.
All right, can
Okay.
you give us a 5-second countdown, and then we're ready to go.
Okay, ready to start?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Okay.
All right, let's see how this is
Is it
gonna
correct
shake
like
out.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
You,
And so you're gonna pull up the clay that's on the bottom, and you're just gonna
essentially-
make it taller.
I'm essentially pulling with both of my hands, right?
Or you can make bowls.
Yeah, because if I'm not, like, I have to like push it against it too and pull it at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Oh. whoop.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting a little fast here.
So you can go and you can pull it a little bit more. You could shape it.
Yeah, like here,
Yeah.
like so.
Is it? Okay, I can feel it. now.
Uh-oh, mine is wiggling. Uh-oh, okay.
So you could slow your wheel down a little bit.
And
How's
can
it
I-
feel?
It feels
It feels good.
unstable.
So.
Unstable.
Unstable, I would say.
It looks like a stable foundation and a little instability on the top.
Yeah, I'm really trying not to like take it apart with my hands, but
Is
The
it
m-
correct? Like
Yeah,
this?
and then you can pull it up a little bit more.
Oh. Okay, it's really difficult. It looks easy when you do that, but
yeah, because
I
she
think
does it
it's
with
not
such
that
a one
easy.
motion that it seems like it's an
Easier.
easy thing. I think if did I see the clock right? Yeah, we have 10 seconds about now left.
Okay, so 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Push it now.
3, 2, finished. Woo!
I kind of mess it up at the end.
I think so too.
Oh yeah, did you
The
really
shape-
look at this?
Oh, it looks like a flower.
Yeah, I kind of pushed
like
it down
the
at the end. I pushed it
Let's
down at the
see.
end.
We have like two.
Well,
little
there
over
it's 2,
2
but here it's
inches.
a negative one. Like
and you have a lot of width here. Let's see. We got about 3 and
Here's-
higher on this side.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think about 3 inches.
Um,
So
I love the shape.
thank you. It's
I
more like
love
a
it.
plate, if anything.
are we ready for the winner?
Yes.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Kind of
Let's
obvious,
see. The winner is for tallest vase form, Kemi.
Thank you. But I appreciate like the work that David did because it's amazing.
It is
Yeah.
amazing.
I love it. It really looks like a flower.
but it really does. Well, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun, and now that I can finally like prove my insane pottery skills, I feel completely complete. So thank you so much for being here, and
you, Robin.
hopefully
Thank
see you
you.
next time.
And I know that you have an announcement to make.
So if you're interested in making work like these, and you want to create and connect with clay, check out Flag Clay, Flagstaff's upcoming community clay studio. We offer ceramics classes for all ages, and everyone is welcome. For more information, you can head to flagclay.com.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Robin, for joining us and judging our competition. And we all wish you the best with Flag Clay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Was a lot of handiwork. Speaking of working with your hands, our next craftsman knows his way around a whole different field, leatherworking. Our reporter Rachel got to visit the Appaloosa Trading Company.
Thank you, Wade. As you can see, I'm here in Sedona and oh my, you should know the day I had. Among these red rocks lies a leatherworking jam, which is the Appaloosa Trading Company. So let's settle up and let me tell you their story.
If you are looking for a good belt, knife, or cowboy hat around these parts, look for Michael Gibson's shop.
We custom belts for people. We can cut a belt down to size for just about anybody. You know, we have hundreds and hundreds of belts, and belts is our main business.
Michael has been doing this a long time, from humble beginnings.
Well, actually, I started doing leather work when I was 12. But in high school, actually, I had my first shop in Boulder, Colorado. My dad was a mechanic, and we were living behind a truck stop, actually. It was just me and my dad, and we were very poor.
The story of how he became a master leather craftsman is like something from the movies.
This old man used to come in at night, and he knew I didn't have much to do. And so he came in with a little box of leather tools and a little roll of leather. And he said, here, play with these. And gave me something to do, and that's how I started, and I just never stopped doing it. I always wanted to find that old man and thank him, but of course he's long gone.
Everything this man once did for Michael, he tries to do for his apprentice.
Same my friend Denny, he's a Navajo from the Navajo Nation. He is apprenticing doing leather work, and he's doing quite a great job.
Leather work is not only fine detail. It takes a village to run a leather business, and Michael farms out some of the work to partners in Mexico.
Outside Guadalajara, in a place called Tlaquepaque, and I found a wonderful group of craftsmen. There are some of the best craftsmen in the world are in Mexico.
Michael's favorite thing about his job is the freedom that it brings.
Being a leather worker and being able to support myself with it my whole life is pretty nice.
His passion for leatherworking remains strong well past his 70th birthday, and he has no plans to retire.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Forever, I guess.
Like Michael's commitment to his craft, his belts remain strong for many years.
Did you know that one of his belts in the story was many years old? And it still looks the same as the day it was made.
Quality craft doesn't age. These are just some of the mountain-made crafts of high deserts. We've shown you how a guitar is made, the patience of working with clay, and the intricate art of leather. It's been a blast.
But as we reach the end of our show, we have a few more stories about other amazing local artists on our website at hub.buas.nl. That's hub.buas.nl, where you can see many more inspiring videos.
Thank you so much for joining us in our exploration of high desert crafts. So, the next time you're in northern Arizona,
see if your crafts are mountain-made.